What's up, CEOs? If you're watching this right now, then hit replay so I know that you're watching it, and when you're watching it, see what's a good time for these videos. But so far, this seems like it's a really good time. I enjoy the people who are coming on and asking questions and also telling me what you want to hear. So, that makes it easier for me because I know what you need. Good morning. So I got a lot of new people in the group this week. So let me introduce myself. I'm Shamel Leonard, and I started this group and I started the Auto Dealer Business School because I wanted to give everyday people a blueprint to becoming a six-figure auto dealer. And I wanted to help dealers to be in business and be in good business. Good morning, Joseph. How you been? What's up, Dre? Good morning. I haven't talked to you in a minute. How's it going? How's everything in Cali? So I have been getting a lot of questions about starting. So I wanted to give some help to people who are trying to get started, especially now. A lot of people are unemployed and they're trying to figure out their next move, their next side hustle, their next come up. And is cars the come up, right? Yes. Okay. Short answer, yes. And other short answer is the best way to start is, of course, getting your dealer's license and or opening a car lot. Now, the reason I say that is because not every state requires you to have a car lot to get your dealer's license. Georgia does not require you to have a car lot. Woo woo. Okay, Arizona. California requires you to have some spaces, but it's still like an office kind of set up with parking spaces. So, that's a little more manageable. Okay, you're doing great, Joseph? Because I know why you're asking the question, like, should I start as an auto broker or should I get my car lot, is because getting a car lot seems like a lot of work, like having a location, being responsible for it, having the overhead, seems like a lot of work, even, before you even know if one, you're good at this business, and two, if you even like it, right? So you committing to a car lot and you're like, I don't even know if this is the thing for me, right? So if that's you, then now I understand why you're thinking about being an auto broker. And let's explore what auto broker is. Sub Car Bazaar. Auto broker is basically someone who is brokering a car deal. Okay, and you can either get the inventory yourself, or you can find the inventory, not find, because in both situations you finding the inventory, but you can either find it from another dealership or you can go and find it yourself from the dealer auction. And that's what auto brokering is. And if you're in a state where it is not possible for you to open up with just an office kind of deal, kind of setup, then the way to auto broker would be to work with a licensed dealership as a representative, as a salesman, and invest in your own inventory to sell, okay? And that's how you can become an auto broker. If you don't have, as much control in that scenario as you do having your own car lot, because having your own car lot is your own business. If you're working for a dealership, you're working with their business. So there are certain things you can't do in that scenario, like buy here, pay here, financing, etc. But that's how you can get it done. And that can give you an easy way in to the business. If you need an easy way, if you need to dip your toe in, if you're like, let me try this out and make sure that I'm good at this first, then that is an easy way to get in. So any questions? Any questions? Everybody on here is already in the business. Okay, Car Bazaar. Okay, Joseph, I did the auto broker business to sell a semi truck to a California customer this month. All right. So you sold a semi truck. You found a semi truck and then you sold it to them. Yeah. So while I wait for questions, that's awesome, Joseph. Let me just say that. That's awesome. While I am waiting on questions, let me just say that, what was I getting ready to say? I was getting ready to say that yes, auto brokering, typically you do not have to have the inventory already, right? Just like Joseph was telling us that he found a semi truck for a customer to purchase. So you don't have to have a lot of semi trucks to be able to sell a semi truck, right, Joseph? That's auto brokering, okay? And when you open your car lot, you can add auto brokering as one of your revenue streams, because I believe in having multiple revenue streams in your car lot, and auto brokering can be one. And then that way, because you're gonna meet people and they're going to like you and they're gonna only want to do business with you. But even if you don't have the inventory, you still want to get that business because they like who you are as a person. They like how you're handling your business. They like how you know, out here living or whatever they like. They trust you and they're like, hey, I want you to be my dealer, right? And that's where you want to turn every one of those people into a customer. So you're going to auto broker a deal with them, right? All right, so I feel I'm getting some heart, so I'm okay. People are like, yes, yes. All right, so let me talk I wanted to talk a little bit about the best way to start auto broker, car lot. Another reason why you might be considering it is money, right? Like you need $10,000 or more. Good morning, Carlos. I got your email. I'm going to email you back. I got like a whole bunch of emails, so I'm going to email you back, okay? Don't worry about it. I got you. But budget, right? Because a car lot, you're going to need, at least 10,000 plus, depending on other factors. And of course, the other factors, to give you more concrete examples, are your bond amount is going to vary based on your credit, okay? Good morning, Keith. How you doing? Your bond amount is going to vary based on your credit. Also, the real estate for the car lot, like if you're in, New York versus, Arkansas, like the real estate is a little different, or Shreveport, Louisiana, like I just talked to a guy yesterday or a couple of days ago. In Shreveport, Louisiana. So the real estate there for a car lot is going to be a lot less than in New York. So my point is, you're going to have some variables, right? So you want to make sure that to open a car lot, you got enough money. You need enough money to get it going. You need enough money for inventory. What's up, Mike? You need enough money for, the overhead of the business, like to run it, right? For the car lot. So that might not be, you might be thinking, well, if I go the auto broker route, I need less money. And that is true. So if you're trying to raise the money or get the money for a car lot, then being an auto broker is a great way to start, which would be working with a dealership or getting your own license if you're in a state where you can have like just an office or low overhead, okay? So are there any questions? Am I making clear what was fuzzy? If you have any questions, let me know, because mainly it's about your budget and then where you are, in your journey of being a business owner, because there's something I haven't talked about enough that I think I need to talk about now. What's up, Reggie? You made it. Is also, how comfortable are you being a business owner? Like, what's your entrepreneurial spirit like? Are you really good at business, or is this your first time starting a business? Is this your first time in business, etc.? The reason I'm asking that is because you have to have a certain amount of grit to own a business. You have to have a certain amount of, something. I call it grit, but there's a certain something that has to exist there to own a business because I'm not saying that it's difficult, but it requires someone to be able to persevere in the path of, whatever comes, right? So if you're not a person who can typically persevere, or if things tend to take you in another direction, if something unexpected happens, there's a lot of change. Drive, Dre, yes, drive. You got to have a certain kind of drive. Like you have to have some kind of dream, that you're working towards. Like for me, my dream is generational wealth. My family has started over every generation. I didn't come here with a backpack full of goodies. Like I'm carrying everything myself. And so I said to myself that, look, it's time to stop that. I want my kids to have a leg up. Okay. I want my grandkids to have a leg up. I want them to be like, grandma set me up. All right. So that's my drive. Okay. Mike said, preach. So, in face of obstacles, I'm still thinking about, I have, my daughter to leave something to. I'm building a legacy here. And so I'm going to keep going. You have to have something that's going to keep you going every day. And it's going to be bigger than money. Yeah, the money is good. Okay. And the money is a great reason to do it, but it's got to be bigger than money, to inspire you and motivate you. Okay. So just to recap what I was talking about, if anybody has any questions, but just to recap, you definitely want to make sure you have some drive. Okay. You got to have some entrepreneur spirit. You have to, be able to seek out help too, I think is another great skill, and something I'm even teaching my daughter now. She's 11. She graduated from the 5th grade this year. In a very unusual way. We did like a parade around the school, but I was happy for that. But like I'm saying, what I'm even teaching my daughter is that you have to be able to ask questions. She will just like push through with the limited knowledge that she'll have. And I'm like, you have all these resources out here, ask questions. So that's something else that, that has to exist in you. Is like, ask questions. That's how your business is going to grow. Ask questions everywhere you go. Ask questions to everyone, or find a central source for you to get your information from. Okay. So you got to have some drive. You got to ask questions. I feel like I'm going off on a tangent here, but we're talking about auto broker and car lot. And to open a car lot, you definitely have to have some drive, ask questions, be able to have a bigger vision for your life, and also have the budget. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about now, the budget. All right, I know that a lot of people are wondering how to get the funding, how to get the money. And the short of it is use your credit. Use your personal credit or use your business credit, or get an investor. You can also get an investor. My preferred route is to use your credit. And if your credit is not up to par, then get it up to par. I brought in Janita, the credit repair specialist or credit restoration specialist, to work in the group with the auto dealers. There are a couple of auto dealers she's working with. She's actually working with me right now to pull down several thousand for my new location. And get the funding so you can, open up. If you need to work on your credit, then get with Janita so you can start the process. And then in 6 months, you'll have the money you need, and then you can get going. So if you don't have the funding, get the funding. Okay. And I think credit is a great way to do it. I know some people who work with investors. I have worked with investors. For me, I prefer to just invest in myself or to be the only investor. Not that my investors cause any, trouble or problems, but I just would rather, be able to make business decisions and not worry about what my investors would say or my investors would think, or if something changes, etc. So, but if that's something you want to do, that's definitely a possibility. So any questions? Am I answering this question about which is best, a car lot or an auto broker? I think the short answer is it really just depends on what you, where you are, how much money you have, and where you want to go. So any questions? Any questions? Any questions? I think everybody on here is already a licensed dealer, except Keith. Keith, I know you were getting your license. Have you gone through the process already? Let me know how that's going. Reggie, I don't know if you're licensed. I can't remember. But if you aren't, what's holding you back? So I think I kind of know the answer to that question already. Is getting licensed can be kind of an overwhelming process, right? Especially if you got to get a location. There are a lot of steps, and you don't want to make a mistake. Okay, not yet. Okay, well, let me know if you need anything. So you might need someone to help you through the process, right? So I'm working on some kind of licensing help that I'll have. Like I can take a group of people through the licensing process and help you get your car lot up and running. So if that's something you're interested in, then let me know. If you want to just talk through the process of getting your license and getting a car lot, if you want to talk about like the best strategy for you, then I do offer strategy sessions, and they're free currently. You get 30 minutes to talk to me about what would be a good strategy, and then after that you can get going and get started. So yeah, Reggie, you are licensed. It's personal credit or business credit? Both for sure. So I would say start with your personal credit. Well, really, I would say both. Like you can start both processes at the same time. Restore your personal credit. Your goal is to have a 680 or above, and start the process of your business credit. All right. Or of getting it established, because it does take a little while. And I'm not the business credit expert. That's not my business. So get with Janita. I'm going to put her information in the description. I'm also going to put the information for the strategy session in the description so that you can get the funding you need. Like, it's time to eliminate obstacles. So if money is an obstacle, let's knock it out. Let's get the money and move on. I have a question regarding best platform to market cars, either through auto broker or car lot business model. So I think the best platform to market cars depends on your market. Like for me, I always just tell you what works for me. And my best place is Craigslist. I sell 70% of cars on Craigslist still. Craigslist, and then Facebook Marketplace is second. And then third is like some of these smaller sites. Now, OfferUp and LetGo, I have not ever had a sale from those sites, but there are people who swear by those. But I have not ever had a sale, and I post, like consistently. And I stop now because, it's a waste of time. But I would say those platforms for sure. So auto broker, though, the best way to market your auto broker service, because you're not marketing a car, right? You're marketing a service, which is to find the car you want or need. And so the best place to market that is Facebook, your personal Facebook page, because most of your people will find you through someone, someone who knew someone who knows you, right? That's the best place to market. So you need to tell your people that I'm a dealer and I'm buying cars and I can find your perfect car or a semi truck or a boat or a motorcycle, or whatever it is you need, right? Because your dealer's license allows you to buy and sell a lot of those vehicles. Okay, that was good, Joseph. All right. And I'm not saying, just be all willy-nilly like, all right, yeah, who need a boat? What I'm saying is build like a campaign around, and when I say campaign, it's like just a couple of posts around, selling a motorcycle, if that's what you want to do, or selling semi-trucks, if that's what you want to do. I had actually thought about semi-trucks because there are a lot of men wanting to get into the trucking business and they need semi-trucks, right? There are a lot of people who want to deliver for Amazon. They need Sprinter vehicles, right? So these are all the ways that you can have car sales. You can advertise your broker service and say, hey, I can find your vehicle so you can start delivering with Amazon right away. Does that answer your question, Joseph? I know I went on a tangent, but I kind of got inspired there. Okay, Dre says the banks offer a line of credit for small business, new business, and 50% of it is covered by the government. Yes, Dre, yes. Right now, okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I have to keep saying this. Right now is where you can get your start because they are giving money away because they are trying to stimulate the economy. They want you in business. They want you to do well and they want you to hire people. Okay, so be that person to go get that money, get in business, do well, and hire people so that you can be back home while your dealership is selling cars. Okay, so yes, go in the banks and see how to qualify for that money. Reggie, Craigslist charge a fee now. Yes, they do, which is the best thing that could have ever happened, Reggie. It eliminated a lot of the noise, like the spammers, people listing bogus cars. It is the best thing that could have happened. Business has been even better because they started to charge a fee, because the average person is like, I'm not gonna pay $5 when I would pay $5 to make $1,500. That's a business decision. Okay, so people who are making business decisions are killing it on Craigslist, and those who are making broke decisions are letting that fee stop them from making that money. All right, Reggie? Yeah. So do you list on Craigslist? Craigslist is one of the best things that could have ever happened to car sales, in my opinion. Okay, whatever I could do to make sure Craigslist, stays in the game, I am here for it because they do good for me. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have any questions, then I am going to make sure that I put the information to Janita. Okay, how it goes is you're gonna go onto the website and you're gonna put in some information. I'm gonna send the information over to Janita, and that's to get your credit right so you can get this money for your car lot or to grow your business or to hire staff or whatever it is you're trying to do for your business, buy more inventory, whatever. I'm going to put the information there. And then after I send your information to Janita, then you book a strategy session with her because she wants to also make sure that she can help you and she knows exactly how to help you. So you're going to book a strategy session with her. You're going to give her a copy of your credit report. She'll walk you through how to do that. And she's such a non-judgment kind of person. So there's no need to feel any type of way. Let that go so that you can get to the next level and get your strategy session with her so you can get your funding to move your business forward. Okay. And then second is a strategy session with me so you can get the strategy or the process to move your business forward, especially if you're stuck on the licensing process. I know a lot of people are stuck on the licensing because of the location requirement. And I want to help you get past that. Okay. And if you have fears about getting a location, I get that. So basically you just need to know that you'll make enough money to keep that location open and going. So then let's talk about how you're going to make enough money to do that. How you're going to consistently sell cars and how you're going to always have money coming in so that you can do that. All right. Does that sound good? CEOs? Well, it was great spending this Wednesday with you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe. I need to go and get a test because I've had this cough and they're offering free tests in Atlanta. So I'm going to go and get a test. But otherwise I'm safe and I'm good and I'm ready for things to get back moving in a, like fast way. Joseph, I will be releasing a course to get licensed in California. Stay tuned. Yes, Joseph. Yes. Great. We talked about that. So when Joseph puts together his course to get licensed in California, I will definitely send that information out because I'm not an expert on how to get licensed in every state, but I want to be able to help you to get licensed in every state because it's really the same process with just a couple of different nuances here. So Joseph is going to share with you what you need to watch out for in California. And if anybody else wants to share what you should watch out for in whatever state you are, then let me know. And then, I can give that information to the people who need it. Reggie, I want to get started with the broker services. Okay, Reggie. So have we had a strategy session yet? I think it's coming up. Schedule a strategy session with me. If you have not, I'm going to put the link in the description so we can at least talk about what the process is and all the details because there are some details that I want to make sure you know. And then we can get started. Does that sound good, Reggie? I don't think we've had a strategy session. I don't think we talked. Okay. I've done a lot of them so far and I think there was a Reggie, but I'm like, I don't think that was you, Reggie. But anyway, stay safe, y'all. Pray for me. I'm always praying for you and your business to be great. More business classes to come and help you to grow your dealership so that you can cash out, retire, sell it, whatever it is you want to do, and build that generational wealth for your kids and grandkids. All right. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.